Alright guys, welcome to another beer review. And yet every time I wear like turtlenecks or polo necks, whatever you want to call them, the collars never stay up and it just looks daft all the time. I think it's because I've got such a fat head and neck, it affects them. But anyway, welcome to another beer review. And of course, as soon as I start filming, my nose starts to run. So today we're going over to the Electric Bear Brewing Company and we're having a look at the You Ain't Seen Muffin Yet, which is 8% ABV, and it's described as a lemon-glazed blueberry muffin stout. How wonderful does that sound? So, meet Dennis. Dennis loves stouts. Dennis also loves blueberries. In fact, Dennis loves anything that fulfills his sweet tooth cravings. If your taste buds are anything like Dennis's taste buds, then they are in for a treat. We created a big sweet stout using 10 different malts, and if that wasn't enough, we even added blueberry puree, lemon zest and vanilla pods to it to make one hell of a liquid dessert. Hops are Mosaic Bramlin Cross, malts are Pilsner Munich, Carabage, Naked Oats, Chocolate Rye, Chocolate, Kafara Special Type 1, Special B Roast Barley and Wheat, and of course blueberry puree, lemon zest and vanilla pods. So 8% ABV, and yeah, pick this up from Wigan Central. Great little pub slash bar, right next to Wigan North Reston. So if you ever find yourself in Wigan, you know that there's a decent place to have a quick pint if you're waiting for your train, and I think it even shows you the timetables in there. But yeah, anyway, so very excited to try this one. I was initially, well, that's rarely quite carbonated. I was initially going to save this for the Brum Piss Up, but I'm greedy, and I think I've already decided that I'm going to take a couple of big bottles of McKellar stuff that I have. So slightly feel less guilty now. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's my fault that that's happened, or if it's just over-carbed, but more head than beer. Speaking of head, about 3 fingers worth of a really dark beige head, and then the beer itself, you can't really see too much, but I'd say that's almost going jet black, if not a really dark varnished mahogany. But it certainly looks good. So we'll see if we can get anything on the nose through that head. Oh, you certainly can. Big, big, big blueberry character. I love blueberries, and this is smelling wonderful. There's a little bit of that citrus in there. I'm definitely getting the mosaic. I'm getting like the hoppy side, but it's not like hoppy. You know what I mean? But yeah, big, sweet, dense, sticky. Loads of berry character. Yeah, and a lovely cakiness. It's smelling damn good, so let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. As soon as that went in, I got loads of prickles on my tongue as I was drinking that. Yeah, I think there might be a conditioning issue with this. It's not like, oh, I'm going to pour it away, can't drink it, end review, but it is noticeable. But a little bit thin for its ABV, I would say, especially with such a big gloopy malt build. But you definitely get the blueberry in there. Let's see if we can get anything else to get like a proper mouthful of beer. Definitely a hoppy bitterness on the back end. Almost gives you the impression of like a black IPA almost. Yeah, that is rarely carbonated. It's stinging the tongue as it's going down, which I've never experienced before, even with like a really fizzy lager. Yeah, I think it's just might be slightly overcarbed. It does take away from the beer, and the fact that it's not as thick and gloopy as you'd like it to, that definitely works against it. But flavour wise, you definitely get that big blueberry vibe. You definitely get the the dark, dense malt bill behind it. Does it remind me of a lemon glazed blueberry muffin? Not really. That hop comes through really well, actually, the Mosaic. It just adds a little bit of like a tropical fruitiness to it, but not like really vibrant tropical fruitiness, because of course it's dealing with all those additives, all the additions and the malts. It's a little bit musky from that Bramlin Cross. Yeah, it's just the two biggest things for me. Way too carbonated. Body is a little bit thin. You're not getting like that luxurious dessert-like character you would expect. I mean, I wasn't expecting, you know, obscene Omnipio level sort of beer, because that's like a speciality in itself. But when you see a lemon glazed blueberry muffin stout called You Ain't Seen Muffin Yet at 8% ABV, and the way they've described it, maybe you're setting yourself up to be a little bit disappointed. I don't want to bash on the beer too much because it's perfectly serviceable. It's just I'd like it to be a little bit more cakey, a little bit more sweet. There's a little bit of tartness in there. It just seems like the idea was there, but it's not been fully executed properly. Would I go out of my way to get another can? Do you know what? Yeah, I would, because I'd like to see if it could just be the can itself. That's why I don't want to be too harsh on it. I don't want to, because I've had a few beers from Electric Bear, and they've been pretty good. I had a few on cask and on keg, funny enough, at Wigan Central. But this, I was expecting much more, let's put it that way. But yeah, very bitter aftertaste, actually. And it does remind me more of a black IPA. I think they could have done without the Mosaic. I don't think you need it in a beer like this. Maybe a bit more emphasis on, like, maybe some oats in the mash would have been nice for this one. Just bulk it up a little bit. Let's see. I mean, to be honest, I mind you now, I thought that was 2018 then. Best before date is the 18th of July 2019. It's really quite earthy, and it's got that hoppy bitterness. And I don't think the flavours really work well together. Especially as a stout, as a dessert stout. Don't think it's hitting the levels. But if you were to have given me this and say, oh, try this black IPA, I'd think, actually, that's pretty good. A little bit over-carbonated. So yeah, I'm at this like sort of weird, could it be just a bad can? Have they completely misstyled this beer? Has it missed the mark? Is this what they were intending for the beer to be like? But then again, would I rather them do this than just, oh, we made this beer, it's not what we wanted, we'll just repackage it as something else? Because that's scummy. I don't like that business practice. If you've brewed a bad beer, release it, let people know. Don't try and because a lot of American breweries, especially the wild sort of breweries, do this, where they're brewing one beer, there's a clear fault, there's a clear contamination, still drinkable, it's not going to do anything for you, but it's like they'll try and like palm it off as something else. I don't think this is what's gone on here. Obviously, that's, you know, it would be pure speculation if I did say that. It just seems like it could have been so much more. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give You Ain't Seen Muffin Yet a 5 out of 10. I think that's the fairest I could be without trying the beer again. But that being said, I think I paid like nearly 7 or 8 quid for it. So do I want to spend that much just to potentially have the same experience that I wasn't fully in love with? I don't think so. People watching this might have tried it on tap, might have tried their own can, and it's been one of the best beers they've had in a while. That's fair enough. And I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions if you have tried this one. It's safe to say, I'm glad I didn't take that to the bottle share, because that would have disappointed a lot of people and probably would have been poured away. Will I be pouring the rest? No, I'll be drinking it because it's serviceable. It's just missing stuff. And that's it, really. So I'm not going to bash on the brewery or anything like that. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. How did your experience differ from mine? Check out the brewery. Check out Wigan Central. If any of my friends and fellow beer tubes have reviewed it, I'll put their links down below. And yeah, just a little bit disappointed, really. So thank you for watching, and I shall hopefully have better hair in the next video. Cheers.